Hi guys, welcome back to the Daily News Roundup, episode where we look at the latest news doing the rounds and news that struck my eyes. Bit of a slower news day yet again, and just a very quick one for your Sunday, just looking at a few articles. First one here comes from comicbook.com to do with Xbox is giving away a triple A game for free for 72 hours only, and the game in question is Metro 2033 Redux. Now, if you have deja vu, it is because Metro 2033 Redux was given away for free on the Microsoft Store back in April, or it was supposed to be. There is an error with the giveaway, which is why a month later it has been made free again, and so far there have been no issues. The article goes on to say, for those unfamiliar with the game, Metro 2033 Redux is a 2014 release and remaster of 2010's Metro 2033. The latter was a PC and Xbox 360 release, while the former a PC, PS4 and Xbox One release. A first-person shooter meets survival horror game, Metro 2033 is the first game in the Metro series, and notably the first release from 4A Games, the studio responsible for the Metro series. It was followed up by a sequel, Metro Last Light, in 2013, and then another sequel, Metro Exodus, in 2019. There was also a Metro Awakening in 2024, but this was a VR spin-off. So as always, as you should know me by now with this channel, free game, go and get it. If you haven't got it, go and get it. If you've played it before but you don't own it, go and get it. It's free. Go and have it in your library. You can delete it, you can remove it, but at least if it's in your library, if you're having one of those days where you think, I want to play something a bit different, I want to play something else, it's there. So as with always, what I always say, go download it, go get it. If you haven't got it, go and get it. If you've got it, obviously this doesn't apply to you. If you haven't, or you've played it before, it's been a while, you're not really that interested, just still go and get it. It's a free game. Just go and take it. Any free game you can get your hands on, go and get it. That's my logic, that's my motto. You can get it, go and get it for free. Moving on to the next one, this comes from The Sun. This talks about two major games enjoyed by 35 million players are shutting down in days. Spend currency now before it's lost forever. And those two games in question are Dauntless, which will be no longer available from May 29th, and Multiverse, which is also going offline. So if you just read the article, Dauntless is the first to bow out on May 29th. At its peak, the free-to-play action role-playing game enjoyed 15 million active players, but 6 years after launching, developers said there's been a decline of active players. They blame the drop-off on negative public reception of TK, which is Team Kill. But players have pointed the finger at changes in ownership of the company behind Dauntless, which they say ruined the game. Obviously, going on to the next one, on May 30th, the Multiverse title will also go offline. The free-to-play crossover fighting game features characters from popular Warner Bros. Franchises, including Looney Tunes, Scooby-Doo and Cartoon Network. At its height, it had 20 million players, but only a year later, numbers warned, leading to Multiverse's online functionality being discontinued. While the servers are closing, players who already have the game installed will still be able to use it offline instead. After careful consideration, our next season will serve as the final seasonal content update for the game. All online features will be continued to be available until Season 5 concludes on May 30th at 9 AM PDT. At that point, there will be option to play Multiverse online via the local gameplay mode, either solo against AI opponents or with up to 3 friends. So just that news there about two games closing. So if you did want to play those games before the shut, you've got till May 29th there and May 30th for Multiverse. Although according to that article, if I'm reading it right and you guys agree, it seems like you still will be able to play Multiverse, just only in an offline mode. So locally, either against the AI or friends. Next one comes from The Gamer, and the article says the writing is on the wall. A gaming insider thinks that where did I get Netflix from? Thinks that Xbox's next console will be its last. I actually really don't know where I got Netflix from though. Thinks Xbox's next console will be its last. The summary of the article is that Xbox has had a very strange couple of years and basically shifted over to be a third-party publisher. Although we know Xbox is working on another generation of consoles, it does make you wonder if it'll bother beyond that. Inside Gaming's team discussed this during its recent podcast, and they seem to think it's a sign that Xbox is bowing out of the console race after that. So the article goes on to say, a reliable gaming insider thinks that Xbox's next generation console release might end up being its last due to how successful its recent focus on third-party publishing has been. Over the past year and a bit, Xbox has made some sweeping changes to its overall focus in the console market. While it previously wanted to go toe-to-toe with PlayStation and Nintendo with big big first-party releases. Its success with Xbox Game Pass and growing library of developers pushed it towards giving up on exclusives and essentially turning into a third-party publisher. So just a little quick one there. Basically, a insider has stated that they believe the next console from Xbox will be the last console that they provide. To be fair, I can see where this is coming from, because obviously it's been public knowledge that sales weren't necessarily at the level that Microsoft was hoping with this generation of Xbox. So yeah, it will be interesting to see. I'm not sure actually how close the next console will be. Obviously we have had the Series X and S for several years now. So that will be interesting to see how that plays out. It will be interesting to see kind of PlayStation's response to that, whether if Xbox drops out the market, will they adjust their strategy in a sense, because obviously the only real rival they've kind of got then would be Nintendo, and then obviously potentially I think where this article might come from is, obviously we were talking the other day about Xbox is on about incorporating Steam and Epic Games Store into their kind of catalogue. So I think that's what I kind of take from it, is maybe that's why they are walking away from the console, is if they can get their games onto Steam, you've already got a platform there, and they don't have to, they can just maximise game sales rather than spending money to build consoles. So that's just my take from it. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. If you guys want to let me know what you think in the comments, please do. But it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next several years. And last but not least today, like I said, a bit of a slow news day and a very quick one for your Sunday. This comes from Game Rant. PlayStation Plus leak suggests you may want to wait on renewing your subscription. So obviously this applies to our PlayStation owners. Basically, it seems as though Sony's Days of Play sale might be coming back in the very near future. So obviously it talks about how expensive PlayStation Plus is for the different tiers. The article goes on to say, luckily there are ways that PlayStation gamers can subscribe to PS Plus cheaper, like taking advantage of discounted rates. PlayStation Plus subscriptions go on sale at various times of the year. Oftentimes PlayStation Plus cards can be picked up a little cheaper during Black Friday, for instance, though a recent leak suggests fans don't have to wait that long for the next PlayStation Plus discount. According to Dear Labs, Sony's bringing back its Days of Play event for 2025 on May 28th, so in 3 days' time. If the info is accurate, the 2025 Days of Play will last until June 11th and will include all kinds of exciting discounts for fans to take advantage of. It is believed the PlayStation Plus discounts will be up to 30%, though it's unclear what tiers will be available and if there are any restrictions, like limiting the deal to new subscribers. Regardless, the PlayStation Plus subscribers may want to wait until May 28th before re-upping their subscriptions, just in case. So, as always, as you always know with me, discounts, freebies, I'm all for it. It might sound like I'm a bit of a cheapo, but at the end of the day, I don't think you can go wrong with it. If companies are offering you freebies or discounts, take them. Take them. If you can save yourself some money, get a few free games, take advantage of it. But like I said, just a very quick one for your Sunday morning. I don't want to keep you guys too long. So as always, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, family. Hit that subscribe, it does help. Obviously, it always sounds like it's begging, but yeah, it really does help. And thank you guys for your continued support. See you guys on the next one. Cheers, thanks, bye bye.